from my bum is for they cost $89. I got one from my grandpa and the same one from my father. Pin, all of these pin. How many miles if I lay them end to end?
Funny you should ask that. Assuming 5 inches per pen, 3.5 for the pen itself, 1.5 for the cap, and then simply multiply the number of pen, 1,600 times the total length of pen, 5 inches into 5 by 12 to get the number of feet leaving with us. Oh my god. 666.666. That's the devil's number. That's the devil's number. That's the devil.
1,600 pen.
This sucks. This sucks. Remember when the Fizzy Boys were on and I was like, it's so late. We need to start this movie because it's going to be so late. It's 1 a.m. The movie's not even done yet. And we have another 2-hour movie to watch. We're at around 200 people right now and I really don't want it to dip. I really don't want it to dip. This movie has 10 minutes left. I imagine most of it's credits. Are you guys going to tune in next? Here's something we can do. I want you guys to start thinking about who you would want to have on as guests for the show in the next few weeks, because we're going to be doing regular shows. So A, follow me on Twitter. You got to. If you're here, you really, truly have to. At Patrick Cotner. But B, tomorrow or something, I'll probably tweet out, hey guys, who should we have on the George Lucas Talk Show? If you have people in mind, tag them. Tag them in the responses. It's easier to get to get people paying attention if we tag them. But I want to really, people you think will have fun, will play with the show, and will, really, really mesh with everything. Because we're going to conceivably be doing this every week. So just think about it. And the more people you tag, and if you see other responses, go fave those. Go fave those. Because that would be, it's very easy to, see what's going on. I'm going to wait. I see the guest host. I would say the guest host should probably leave the room and come back. So his, I would say the guest host should leave the room and come back so his name is correct. Yeah, listen, I see all these names that are in here. This is great. A lot of great names on here. But if you put it on Twitter, it's a lot better. So wait until tomorrow. I'll tweet it out and then respond with these names. These are great. Tag everybody. Okay? And I think that's probably the best way to do it. I think we'll probably be, my guess is having 2 guests a week is my prediction. Because once, you've seen once you get more than that on the stream, it gets to be a little hard to, talk to each other. Now I see the guest host is in the room. I'm going to wait until his sidekick is here. Give me a thumbs up, guest host, if that's okay. Okay, great. Yeah. So I think that'll be fun. Oh, it looks like, oh no, the movie is still going. There's one more scene. Riley's walking to his apartment, and he's got a brand new car. I don't know. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm glad this is something people like. I think we'll probably do fundraisers every so often, but it will not be every week. If we have a guest on who wants to do a fundraiser, I think we'll probably do that. We'll probably set up a donate jar if you guys want to donate. Some of the money will go to Planet Scum. Some of the money will go to us. It's helpful. It helps doing it. I'm still not seeing the sidekick, so I guess I'm just going to keep vamping. And keep vamping. These are all really good ideas. I'm seeing a lot of good ideas in the chat. I'm not going to call out any specific names. But yeah. Guys, this screenplay is by the Wibberleys. I didn't think I would be the one to end this. Story by Gregory Poirier, the Wibberleys, Ted Elliott, and Terry Rossio. What did we think of this movie? Did we like it? Okay, in the chat, if you liked it, put a Y. If you didn't like it, put an N. If you didn't watch it, put a D. This will be fun. Wow. We're getting a lot of responses here. Now, something else to keep in mind. We might not do it at 8 p.m. every week, because if we get a guest that is, West Coast or England or something where they need to be, the time doesn't match up, we might change that. But we'll see. We'll see. So even if you have guests that aren't in our time frame, our time zones, tag them anyways, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're still going, man. We're still going. We got like 2 more. We're doing good. And also, listen, as far as guests go, I'm seeing a lot of, we want a lot of diversity in guests. I want a lot of good, diverse guests. I want men. I want women. I want, everyone we can get in there. I want to make sure we get a good, robust lineup of people. It's very helpful. And I'm going to say the sidekick should probably leave the room and refresh so he can change his name. And then we will bring them both in. Yeah. We're having a lot of fun here. I really appreciate you guys still sticking it out. I believe we'll be getting started in 1 second. People are suggesting a lot of names for people we've already had on the show, which is great. So, and also I want to say a lot of these names, I will not remember a lot of them because there's so many. So be sure to tweet it in tomorrow when I put out a post asking who should we have. Also, this stream will go up. It'll be live on Tuesday on YouTube. If you guys could retweet it, that'd be great. Get it in front of your friends, post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, all that stuff. It'd be really rad, just because more people on this would be awesome. Is there a list of past guests somewhere? Not really. Not really. That's my short answer. Okay, let's get started. Guys, we have a guest host. He's been wanting to come on the show for a while. He's kept bringing it up. Should I bring the sidekick on first, or should I bring the guest host on first? Sidekick. Okay, so I'm going to bring the sidekick on first. I will leave and then bring them onto the stream.
Hello everybody! My name is Viserion the Ice Dragon, and I am your sidekick and announcer.
Viserion, I do want to interrupt very quickly because this is important.
Okay.
When someone checked to see if The Sorcerer's Apprentice was on Disney+.
It is not.
Did anyone check to see if, due to existing agreements, this title will be available on October 30th, 2020?
We did not. Sounds like it's a rental.
Oh, no.
Or is it streaming somewhere else? This is not my problem. These are WATTO problems. He's the one who made
Viserion,
and now he's sitting on the other end of the couch drinking wine because I am Viserion the Ice Dragon, the announcer and sidekick for the George R.R. Martin talk show, a talk show hosted by not retired novelist George R.R. Martin, a man who is very much still working, actively writing a novel. But he just wants to take a quick break from writing that novel in order to host the talk show to showcase his startling personality. Please welcome to the stage, a very different man than the host you've been watching for the last 9 hours, George R.R. Martin.
Oh, hey! I'm just working on writing Part of the Winds of Winter, my new Song of Ice and Fire novel that I've been working on for a long time. So it's time for a break. I just wrote another great part of it, and it's pretty good. I think it's turned out really good. I just write a little bit when I feel like it, but it's nice to be able to do something else and just take a little break.
I'm with you. I don't love just having to fly around shooting blue fire out of my mouth. I love to just be able to talk like this. A talk show format, raise money for the Museum of Moving Image. It's so good to see you, George.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Viserion. I'm very, it's just nice. I'm exhausted. Do you want to hear what I wrote? I'm going to go ahead because I've been writing every day. I write a little bit.
I'm sure you're writing so much.
I write a little bit every day. And if I don't feel like, you know what I do? Sometimes I just treat myself. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I think, you know what? Maybe I won't write anything today.
No, but you wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah. And so here's a little bit. Because obviously, if you've watched the HBO show, the Game of Thrones, you've probably seen some of how it ends. And these are what the next 2 books are going to be, the things that I've already seen, but written different.
Yes.
Because obviously books are different. And I'm going to catch up with them eventually.
Yes.
Don't you wait. Just wait. So this is...
Don't you wait. Don't you wait.
Don't you wait. Patrick?
I want to let everyone know it is available on Stars streaming.
Well, time to load up Stars anytime.
Or you can get it for $3.99 on Amazon.
Well, I'm going to get
bargain at twice the price.
We're almost at 12 hours. George, I would love to hear what you wrote today, though.
Hey,
all right, well, before we focus on books, you can write a book anytime, but it's very rare that you get time to set up an Amazon account to order a movie.
It's so much fun to do, and can I just say, Patrick, you're talking about, it's almost been 12 hours. George and I are just getting started.
Yeah.
We've been sitting on the bench all day waiting for our big moment.
I just been writing and then taking breaks, and then I'd write a little more, and then I'd take another break.
This is sort of injection of energy this live stream needs. We're 2 very different hosts. 2 very different sidekicks. No overlap.
Right. Because the thing is, when you're writing stories, sometimes you want to stop and do something else. I see I can rent it in high def for $3.99. How much for standard def?
Great question.
$2.99. I'm going to rent it in standard def. Yeah. 9.
Now, I'll say this. I want to say this.
Yeah.
If we raise $9,500, I believe we get a 4th chair.
Oh my God. I would
Can we put George R.R. Martin's The Winds of Winter coming soon?
Hang on, let me make sure that's right.
What if we put the George R.R. Martin talk show?
Wait, no,
Just put an ad promoting coming soon. Yes. Book 6 of the Song of Ice and Fire, The Winds of Winter.
It's only $8,700. So
can we get a chair that just promotes? Because it'll just be people sit down in a movie and then they're like, oh, a book's coming out soon.
Now, people in the chat, they are saying it is fair. I think we promised that next chair to Arliss.
That's
right. Oh, that's good. But if we're on here long enough, if we're getting on, no, but I was watching the stream from inside because I didn't want to write all day, so I thought, they're doing a 1,600 pen marathon. This sounds like the type of thing that I could spend all day doing instead of working on my book.
And I was sitting here on the couch right next to Watto, who's just right there now drinking wine with a condom on his nose.
Yeah. Viserion, you should blow your ice breath on some of Patrick's takes to warm him up.
I know, it's almost like that should be a stretch goal.
So anyway, are we ready to buy? I'm going to rent it or are we not there yet?
No, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to rent it in standard def. That's what I'm recommending. Wow. Standard def, $2.99.
And Viserion is just pulling it up on Stars anytime, an app he has.
Hey, Watto, someone's asking how much to put a condom. Oh, hey, Viserion.
Watto is over here. He's off the clock.
No, here's why I asked. Hey, Watto, can you let us borrow the condom if we raise a certain amount of money to put on Viserion's nose?
Let me ask. He said yes.
Okay, how much money would it be, Watto? Viserion. Or Watto, I guess.
Let's pull up the chart. Pull up the chart, and I will tell Watto some of the numbers available. Okay.
74?
Hold on, I'm running them by Watto.
I'm going to take this moment to write a little bit more in the winds of winter.
He's saying 74.
74?
And he's saying at 75, he'll hand me the bottle of O'Leary fine wine.
Okay.
Because right now, I can't drink any.
Sure.
Watto's drinking it. My good friend, who deserves a break. He's been streaming for almost 12 hours.
Did somebody say break? Because I'm tired of writing.
You just did so much good writing, George. You gotta give yourself a break.
Okay.
Now,
we ready?
Viserion, can I ask you a question? I'm just watching on Amazon. Viserion.
Yeah, anything. I'm an open book.
Tell me about the Stars Anytime. I could watch it anytime?
I think I was getting confused. I believe it's called Showtime Anytime. I think it's maybe called Stars Now. It seems like it's also available on the Spectrum TV app.
But if I subscribe, I could spend any of my time watching it.
No, that's Showtime. You could watch Stars Now. You could watch Showtime anytime.
Guys,
okay.
We got
Good to know. Good to know.
Start this movie.
Patrick, we're guests on this show. Please be gentle with us.
This is how I treat everyone.
I'm trying to activate Stars on my Apple TV. Give me a moment.
Oh.
It's not even my Apple TV. It's Watto's Apple TV. That's why it's taking some time. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy.
This guy.
We're here trying to start a whole new talk show, and he's dragging us down with this old George Lucas talk show energy. Not my problem.
No.
Activate .stars.
All right. How do we activate it? All right. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I just thought of a sentence for my book.
Oh, hey, write it down. You never know when the music's going to strike.
All right. Do you want to hear what I wrote today, or should we wait till we start the movie?
We should wait till we start the movie.
We should make it a stretch goal.
All right. Oh, that's good. Because we're trying to raise money.
For the Museum of Moving Image.
Yeah.
And we all know that anything you write in a book can someday end up a moving image.
Could end up as a moving image.
Yes.
Patrick, you remind me of Ramsay Bolton.
I don't know what that means, George. I've never read any of your books or seen your shows.
Well, he's mean.
Please wait while we send you to your provider to log in. It's loading.
All right. I'm ready to... It says play movie.
Okay, I'm ready once Viserion's ready.
All right.
Okay, I think Viserion is going to try going to the Spectrum app and see if that works better.
Cool.
All right.
Someone is saying that they're gonna post on the Reddit, the A Song of Ice and Fire Reddit, that George R.R. Martin is streaming on Twitch right now, and I highly recommend everyone goes and upvotes that.
All right. What's Twitch? Should I be on that?
You're on Twitch right now, George.
No, but should I have a membership? How much time does it take up in your daily life?
I think for me, if you average it out over the time that I'm on Twitch per week, it's over an hour.
Because George is looking for some fun activities to kick back and take a break from working.
I don't know if you know this about me, but at the moment I'm kind of interested in finding some hobbies.
Yeah.
The man's a workaholic. He needs a break.
I can't write all day. I'm not a typewriter.
I'm excited to hear your new pages, George. I haven't read any of the books, but I feel like I know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply I wrote more than one page today.
Oh.
It was just one page.
Oh.
That's in handwriting.
Okay. Okay. Viserion, how you doing?
Still having login trouble.
You know, Patrick, so you don't know anything about Game of Thrones?
I don't know anything about Game of Thrones.
Well, do you know there's dragons?
I did know that.
So you're a liar.
Yeah, and what would you say if I told you you've already met one of them? what one would describe as knowing a person, or a dragon in this case. Okay, I think I finally got this ready to go.
All right. Classic.
Classic Viserion.
Classic Viserion.
Classic.
Classic, classic, classic.
Classic Viserion. If you knew Viserion better, you would know this is classic Viserion.
Oh, what was it like working on Beauty and the Beast? Ron Perlman is an amazing actor.
Great question.
What we were doing back then.
George, let's start the movie. Let's start the movie, George.
Wait, hold on. I'm still trying to get it.
Oh, Viserion.
There's nothing I like more than whiling away the hours talking about television shows I've worked on.
Look, if there's anything I've learned from George R.R. Martin, it's that we're in no rush here.
Take your time and get it right. I don't know whether it's one more book or two more books. Maybe it's three more books. I can write a book as fast as I want to. And I'll tell that to anyone who asks.
Yes.
Whose graham crackers are these? Patrick?
George,
Patrick?
they're not mine, George.
Are these yours?
They're not mine, George.
Oh.
Well,
whoever owns these graham crackers, don't tell them there's one missing.
folks, there's a bit of a wrinkle. It turns out that Sorcerer's Apprentice is apparently only available to an extra tier of Star subscribers. So Viserion will be renting the movie for $4.99.
No, get it for standard definition on Amazon Prime.
Viserion's a bit of a stickler for HD.
It's the same story.
Rent and watch now. Are we ready? Come on.
Yeah.
I've never been ready.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I have 30 days to start watching this video.
No, start it now, George.
It said I have 30 days. Why would I watch it now if I have 30 days?
George, I know you like to take your time, but this is one instance where we gotta get started.
Oh, it's a Disney castle.
Oh. George, you love castles.
I do. That's where royal families fight for the power of the Iron Throne.
Thank you for the water.
George, people are saying you're a treat, George.
You know, I'll tell you what's a treat. This is graham cracker I found.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Imagine if I had never used the ask on Robert Wool that first week. Think about where we'd be.
I don't understand a word of that sentence.
Yeah, well, but you know what? All those weeks ago, you didn't think America would be surging with new COVID cases right now. So you're saying, oh, what have I built for myself? You built yourself a semblance of structure in your weekly life. You're stuck at home. Why not be watching Sorcerer's Apprentice at 1:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Well, shit. Some of this is what I wrote for Winds of Winter.
I mean, look, this could not have lined up more perfectly because I feel like this is very much in your wheelhouse, George. This is your type
I have very bad news. I think we may have set ourselves back a chapter or two.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, look, like in the way that National Treasure is very indebted to Indiana Jones, you know, which your friend George Lucas created.
Viserion, you're trying to make me feel better, but this is word for word what I wrote.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Wait a second. I was saying that they were inspired by your books. You're saying that what's happening on screen right now matches word for word with what is happening in your as yet unpublished manuscript?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's not a problem. We'll just rewrite it.
You just rewrite it.
So it'll take a little bit longer to finish my next book, the penultimate, maybe, chapter in the Song of Ice and Fire.
We're in no rush.
Why? Here's what I always say to my editors. You got to take time and smell the roses.
Yes. And now, can I take producer Snack Trick Hot Snort to task for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been sitting on this couch next to Watto. How's it going, Watto? for hours now, 12 hours, almost. I heard you ask a question that was a little suspicious.
What was it?
You asked if my skin was going to look normal.
Oh, Ramsey Bolton's in trouble.
Now, I have faced a lot of prejudice as a scaly American.
Yeah.
And when I hear a question like that, it really gets me on edge. Are you saying scales aren't normal?
Sorry.
Are you saying scales aren't normal? Look at my scales. Are you saying they're not normal?
I would say for the majority of people that we have on this chat, and I know you're not a person necessarily, you're a dragon.
I'm pointedly not a person.
Yes.
Wonderfully, he makes some fun of it.
It's not normally what we see on this chat.
Normally? You're saying it's not the standard. Does that mean it's not normal?
Yes. That being said, I'm happy that you're here, and I'm glad that we get to bring in more diverse voices, into our world. And I'm very happy that
it is important to say, if I can get political here for a moment, that Blue Lives Matter. This is a hashtag that Watto and I started many years ago.
Yeah.
Some of the Na'vi, along with the Smurfs. It was to represent CGI Americans.
Yeah.
The blue color palette, and this hashtag has been stolen.
Yeah.
From us by those fucking cops. So let's set a new stretch goal.
For Viserion and his friends to tweet out hashtag Blue Lives Matter?
No, for Viserion to rap all of fuck the police.
Oh no, Viserion.
I've never gotten the chance to do this on a live stream.
There's got to be another song, Viserion.
What song would I say? I never had the chance.
Can we come up with an alternate song in the chat?
Patrick, I have a question for you.
Oh, no.
Now, when you said normally you wouldn't have someone like
Wait, is this the kid? Hang on, is this the kid from Night at the Museum?
I think so. The one kid is, I believe, Rowley from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. And the other one, I believe, is the kid from the Night at the Museum films.
What's the Night at the Museum films about?
Oh, George.
George, you would love these.
You would love them, George.
This is the kind of thing that even you couldn't come up with, okay? There is a magical security guard at the Museum of Natural History. And at night, all the exhibits come to life. He's
Oh,
the night
no.
Oh, no, George.
Oh, no.
George.
That's half my book.
Oh, George.
That's half my book.
Oh, George.
Oh, no.
George.
George.
Now, Patrick, when you say that normally you wouldn't have someone who looks like Viserion on the stream.
We got to really interrogate this.
Okay, what did you say? Normally what?
What do you say?
I said it's not that we would not have, it's that we have not had.
But you said normally.
Yeah, I said up until this point we have not had someone with scales on the show.
Watch me suspiciously lower my glasses down the bridge of my nose as you try to talk yourself out of this one.
And Patrick, you said normally, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder whether this normal Lee is any relation to General Robert E. Lee.
And that's a stretch goal. We got to put it on the chart.
That's a stretch goal.
And that's a stretch goal.
Bring up the chart. And that's a stretch goal. We're going to meet.
Oh. If you want to know if normally is related to Robert E. Lee, that might be a stretch goal.
Now, if you want to know, General Robert E. Lee had a very normal cousin, you might be a stretch goal.
Shall I read a little bit of what I wrote today?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So, this is a sneak preview from the Song of Ice and Fire.
Wow.
Book 6, The Winds of Winter. Jon Snow was feeling sad and also maybe scared. He had started dating Daenerys, the mother of dragons, but she was being weird.
George, that's it?
That's all I have for today.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
I mean,
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yep. No. Yeah. Look.
I'm worried people are going to be mad. They were so mad at the ending of the show. They were really mad about the ending of the show, and I thought, well, that's how it ends.
Yeah.
That's how it ends.
Can I tell you what I'm worried about right now?
What?
That you're working yourself too hard.
Oh no, I got to write this book.
I built up a sweat just listening to you read that.
Oh.
When do you have time to sleep? You're working day and night.
Well, when do I have time to sleep? All night long, and then sometimes during the day. It's not enough.
Wow. You need to find more time. I think you gotta practice some self-care and try to write a little less per day. I know it will hurt you because you love getting this book done.
Oh, not as much as I love these graham crackers.
Well, if I know anything about you. Hey,
what's happening in the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Viserion?
Great question. So this movie has two prologues essentially. One takes place in ancient times, sets up the classic conflict between the wizard, the sorcerer Balthazar, and a rival sorcerer played by Alfred Molina, whose character's name I'm forgetting. And then flash forward to a more recent history in which a little boy steps away from a school field trip into New York City and happens upon a very strange and unusual store full of all sorts of magical devices. And this store is owned by a man who looks very much like Balthazar Blake, the sorcerer, from the opening. And he puts a ring on this kid's finger that's like a dragon, like Viserion.
He likes it. He likes it.
And
he likes it.
Viserion's realizing he forgot to put subtitles on, so now he's doing that, so he has a better sense of what's happening in the movie. But I believe this is sort of like a prophecy being foretold that he is the chosen one, that he will have to someday come back and become the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Now, Viserion.
Yeah.
You said they have two prologues.
Yes.
That gets me thinking.
Go on.
Maybe I take a little break from writing book 6 of The Winds of Winter.
Instead,
I write two prologues to the first book, Game of Thrones, just to show what happened before. You got to know what happened with the Targaryens, and people got to know.
Look, no reason to rush to the end. Why not circle all the way back to the beginning?
Just give me 2 books, and then I'll write book 6.
Absolutely.
2 prologues, and if they push back, I'll say, if it's good enough for the Sorcerer's Apprentice, it's good enough for the Song of Ice and Fire.
Now, this is a Russian nesting doll with the image of Alfred Molina on the outside, and the boy dropped it, and a bunch of CGI cockroaches are coming out, and those bugs are slowly forming a human-shaped figure.
Wow.
I wouldn't say he has normal skin, so Patrick's probably upset with what's happening on screen. But those bugs are slowly giving way, and it's Alfred Molina dressed to the nines.
This really stinks that other George is not here, because he worked with Alfred.
What, on Strange Magic?
Yes, but also on Raiders.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Throw me the whip, I'll throw you the idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Throw me the idol, I'll throw you the whip.
George, are you a big fan of other George?
Yeah, we're friends. That's why I've been hanging out. That's why I've been quarantining with him.
No. George Lucas is in the habit of inviting mortal enemies to stay at his ranch. You fucking moron!
You're stupid.
I hate this. Hey guys, hang on. In the chat,
talk show with a very different energy.
In the chat, I want people to say, if you're loving this, I want to say, I'm loving this. If you're hating this, I want you to say, I'm hating this.
I want you to say, ba-da-da-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
I mean, the numbers. I'll tell you what, if they say they're hating it, then I'll try to do it a little faster.
The numbers are speaking for themselves. We have lost like 30 viewers.
What?
Too bad, because you're going to get roughly another 100 minutes of this.
The people who left are like the people who stopped reading my books just because I took too long to write them.
Quitters. Anything good in life is worth waiting very long for.
Worth the wait. You ever hear of that, Patrick?
Worth it.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's what I'll write in my book.
Worth the wait.
Worth the wait.
Worth the wait, she
Hey,
said.
let's look at that board. Let's check out some stretch goals.
Yeah,
Oh.
hang on one sec. Hang on
Now
one
I'm
sec.
tired of writing.
I got a question, Patrick.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. What's up, Viserion?
Do you happen, while the changeover was happening between Viserion and
Yeah,
did you happen to read any messages attached to PayPal donations?
I didn't. Should I have?
I don't know. It might be worth looking into. You never know what might be lying there inside a message.
Okay. Okay.
There was
hang
a surge of donations that got us over these stretch goals, right?
on. Yeah, let me look.
Okay. Wow. So 7,392. So we're $8, less than $8 away from putting a condom on my nose. Now I'll say, people asking for Watto's condom. I'm going to use my own. It's best to practice as much safety and caution as we can in these uncertain times.
Jeepers, 7,392. That's more than $1,000 per book in the Song of Ice and Fire. Once it's finished.
George, we should look up how many pages are in all of those books.
Great question, and that's a stretch goal.
That's a stretch goal.
And that actually sounds like a stretch goal.
Yeah.
You want combined pages across all books?
Oh no.
What's
I'm
happening?
looking at. Hang on. I'm looking at money that was sent in.
Is there a note attached to one of those donations?
Yeah, there is.
Is it a large number?
It was a large number. It was $243.75.
What a particular number.
And
What a
the
particular
note that was
number.
sent in says, "Please make me a mommy aficionado. Please also read this message on camera. Sincerely, Watto. P.S. I own you, Patrick. I fucking own you. You have no free will. You do whatever I tell you to do."
Wow, it sounds like he really called a shot there, because you certainly read that message on camera.
Wow, Watto sounds like Ramsey Bolton.
Watto, you crazy for that one. That's my good friend Watto.
Mm.
Wow.
But I'm a very, very different creature.
Mm. Wow, that's a little twist.
That's a little twist. You thought you weren't going to make it, but in
Talk
fact,
about a little twist.
Watto put his own skin in the game and
I'm
pushed
glad how closely you guys were watching the streams.
Well, what else is I gonna do? Write all day?
You're on the fucking couch.
I don't know. I don't know what Watto has in his apartment.
So dumb. This guy's so dumb.
Wait, who is this other guy? Who's Jay Baruchel's friend? What's he in?
Omar Benson Miller. I feel like he has been talked about in previous live streams. I don't remember why, but I feel like he was discussed in previous live stream. He was in the film 8 Mile. He was in
Oh, I know what he was in.
what?
The show that ripped off our good buddy Arliss Michaels.
No.
Dollars?
Ballers. He's a star. And when I say our good buddy, I mean the chat's, not yours and mine.
No, I'm friends with
I mean,
Bobby.
I've been watching every week. I feel like he's a friend at this point.
Every week I email him some Arliss fan fiction that I've been writing.
Oh, wow.
It's just a little writing exercise George does to take
Yeah.
his mind off.
Every
of
week I try to write at least one novella set in the world of super sports agent Arliss Michaels.
We should make it clear at this point. You have written over 900 pages of Arliss fan fiction.
It's easy. Once you get the story going and the characters are in place.
Oh,
tap,
wait.
Tap.
Here's something.
What?
He plays Raphael on Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, here's a guy, Omar Benson Miller. That's the voice of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's the voice I want when I'm thinking about turtles.
Okay, why are you saying it in that sort of pointed way?
Because I just feel like people today, they don't know what kind of voice turtles should have. And they're very quick to be like, oh, this person should voice the turtle. This person should voice the turtle. No, Omar Benson Miller, that's my turtle.
I don't know. It sounds pretty easy to me. Name a turtle.
Yertle.
Come on, don't be smart.
Oh, you want me to name one of 4 turtles? That's not a lot.
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
Hey, man, party time! Give me a pizza!
Donatello.
I'm working on tech. I'm Donatello. Let me type in my computations.
Raphael.
I'm a hothead. Don't let me at him with my sigh.
Michelangelo.
You already named me. It's time for another party with pizza.
Patrick, you brought a tortoise shell to a turtle fight.
Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo?
Leonardo, I'm the leader. Very serious. Responsible. That's 4
Yeah.
turtles like it was nothing.
Splinter. Give me a splinter. Viserion, can you do Splinter?
My sons, listen to me. I have trained you well for this moment, but now you must rise out of the shadow and take on Shredder and the foot soldiers yourself.
Viserion, can you do Shredder?
I will eat those turtles for turtle soup. I assume that is my motivation. I want to eat them.
Viserion, can you do Krang? Is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, I can do Krang. Here I am inside my android body.
Viserion, can you do Bebop?
Ho, come on, man. We're here trying to remember how Bebop sounds.
Viserion, can you do Rocksteady?
I think Rocksteady sounds a little bit like Bebop. These are maybe new takes on old characters.
Viserion, can I write a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character?
Oh, yes, please, come on.
Viserion, can you do April O'Neil? Hang on, George. I have two more.
Oh, these turtles always getting into trouble. Here I am just trying to report the news.
Viserion, can you do Casey Jones?
Hey, man, don't get too close to me or I'll attack you with my various items of sports equipment.
Viserion, can you do Orko?
That feels like it's stepping on someone's toes.
George, what were you saying?
I just know there's a new He-Man series in the works. I
wanted to hear Viserion's take on it. I was gonna pop over to other franchises.
Oh, you want Viserion to have his own radical take on Orko?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I'm Orko.
Wow.
I mean, you know, I gotta make it my own.
Wow.
You know, these are the smooth sounds of Orko.
Wow.
Look, I feel like maybe I'm not the right casting for Orko. I got a lot of range, but Orko, it feels like you need to bring in a specialist.
Sure. Now, I know this means nothing to you guys.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm Orko. What?
But I believe I just got an email with a torrent link to an episode of Hollywood Game Night.
Oh, what's that?
It's a show. I think Jane Lynch hosted it on NBC.
It's still running. I don't know why you're talking about it in the past tense. Episodes as recently as the 28th of June.
But was it running consistently, or did it come back in this time?
I don't know. What's the fucking difference? 6 seasons total. It seems to be counted as one continuity.
Yeah.
Can I ask why anyone would have access to a torrent of episode 5, season 1 of Hollywood Game Night?
I don't know.
So what are you saying? It sounds to me like that might be a stretch goal.
Not for tonight.
What number?
What number?
Oh my God. As Lil Pearls is saying, oh my God. What number? At $10,000.
Yeah.
You agree to watch Hollywood Game?
Yeah, sure.
What's the number?
10,000.
Yeah,
and we haven't moved at all. We are $7.45 away from Viserion putting this condom on his big scaly dragon nose.
Viserion, I want to write. I just came up with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'd like you to make. It's brand new. I'd like you to do a voice for it.
Great, because Viserion's been trying really hard to get into voiceover. It feels like that's where the real money is. And I've done so much on camera, but non-speaking. You know?
All right. I want you to do a character that's called...
Water? Thank you.
I want you to do a character named Cranch.
Okay. Hey, buddy, I'm Cranch. Can you handle my Cranch-tacular attitude? I didn't think so. P.S. No teachers allowed. We don't like them here in the Kingdom of Cranch, where fun rules and rules can go fuck themselves.
Oh.
Yeah, Cranch has got an attitude. That's the extra kick you get when you put some ranch in some ketchup. I'm talking about Cranch.
That's very good. I really like that. I really like that.
Cranch is kind of like a hip, edgy new character for the kids.
What's happening in the Sorcerer's Apprentice? I can't follow it.
Great question. So,
I got distracted by what we were talking about.
of course, I mean, who wouldn't? The Alfred Molina character has somehow come back to life. It seems like he's been trapped in a vase owned by rich people, and now he's come back and he's tracked down the young boy from the beginning of the film, who it seems is destined to become the Sorcerer's
Apprentice.
And he's in Queens. He's in Queens, location of the Museum of Moving Image.
A hot spot.
A hot spot, but also a place for raising money for.
A cool place.
The most recent episode of Hollywood Game Night aired 6 hours ago. It's still airing every Sunday.
Viserion?
Cotner had the fucking nerve to talk about that show in the past tense. What?
Viserion. It feels weird. Someone just pointed out in the chat. It feels weird in the middle of a pandemic for you and Watto to be sharing the same cup.
Oh, Arthur quarantine, pals.
Hey, perhaps you noticed there's a reusable metal straw, and I've been sanitizing it with my fire breath.
How much money would someone have to donate for us to watch a season of Survivor?
I'd do it.
$2 million.
Do you think Tom Sharpling knows that we're still streaming?
Who's Tom Sharpling?
Yeah, I have no relationship with Tom Sharpling.
You guys have been watching the stream all day. You should know.
Oh, what, the best show? Yeah, I listen to that all the time.
Yeah. I believe you're both from New Jersey, George.
Yeah, George listens to like 10 hours of that a day. He's not even listening to like Best Show Gems. He's listening to the uncut episodes.
Yeah, I'll listen to the old stuff.
Yeah. He's going through the archives.
Yeah.
What's your fucking deal, Patrick?
Well, what's your deal, Patrick?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm genuinely asking because...
Curious. A
What do you want to know?
Well, the truth is, Patrick, that some days I just don't feel like writing. How do you find the motivation to do what you do?
Producing on a daily basis.
You know, it's mostly it's because it's all for a good cause and we're raising money for charity.
Oh,
I'm doing something good for the world, and it helps make me feel like I'm actually doing something during this instead of being cooped up inside.
I followed you on Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah.
Has everyone else?
I don't know. And please don't be mad.
Mm.
You promise not to be mad?
Yeah, what is it, George?
I also follow NBC 1600 Penn.
George, why would you do that, George?
I just watched all the episodes. I might as well see what their Twitter's up to.
George, why would you do that?
Just
that
to see.
feels...
You want me to unfollow them?
I would love it if you unfollowed them. I would John love it if you unfollowed them.
I was going to. I don't care for that joke.
George.
Yeah.
John Lovett was really hard on that show.
Yeah. I'll take that joke. I don't love it. I'll leave it.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have to leave it now, Patrick.
I'm afraid that joke's getting to leave it.
And that's a stretch goal.
And that's a stretch goal.
That's a stretch goal.
Well, that's a stretch goal. What's your fucking deal, Patrick?
It is amazing that we're still getting donations, guys.
It's amazing that people want to help other people. That's the whole theme that I write about is people who have good intentions, people who have bad intentions, and the way that the world encompasses both of these impulses.
Yes.
You know, someone like Ned Stark, he means well, but the world is cruel. Perhaps he's too good for this world.
Wow.
George.
Some people decide they want to have a wedding,
Yes.
and then turns out the wedding is an ambush for murder.
George, I would be remiss if I didn't ask.
Mhm.
Approximately how many graham crackers have you eaten?
3.
Oh,
You should probably stop, George.
no, I think
third
he's
one.
just getting started.
Viserion, can I ask a question?
Sure, ask it as I put a condom on my long dragon nose.
Yeah, we're just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
I've seen you on the streams. I feel like I know you.
I mean, I'm trying to get to know you, so I keep on asking what your fucking deal is.
You said to me you don't know anything about Game of Thrones, and then I asked you know there's dragons in it, and you said yes.
George, can I actually tell you something?
Yeah.
I for a time booked a Game of Thrones convention.
What?
Oh.
This is real. For a time, I booked a Game of Thrones convention, a very popular Game of Thrones convention.
Very popular. Way to call
Which
you on
one?
the shot.
I believe it was called Con of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Having never seen the show.
How did you do that? How did you book?
You know, it was tough. I sort of took suggestions on who we should reach out to.
Take suggestions. What were you on, Herald Night?
Oh boy! But seriously, where are you on Herald Night? It's hard to keep
Sure,
track
sure.
because Abby and Alana never made it.
I was not on Herald Light. George, I didn't know you were a improv fan.
Well, Khal Drogo, the actor who played Khal Drogo was an intern. He took some classes at UCB.
Oh, wow.
It's a hobby that George picked up while he was trying to unwind from writing the books.
Yeah.
Now, George, I will say this. I've emailed with you directly asking you to do AskCat, a show I used to book multiple times. And you always said you would do it, and the timing just never worked out.
I will do it. When do you want me to do it? I'll do it. I have free time now.
He was busy writing.
I mean, the show doesn't exist anymore.
I
But
was writing. No, Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's over. But I've been writing the books.
yeah,
That's the show you were referring to?
not Game of Thrones. I was not referring to Game of Thrones.
Well, I'll do your show.
My show doesn't exist anymore, though, George.
Well, I'll write the book of it then.
Okay,
Yeah,
I would love it if you would write the book of it.
George's show doesn't exist anymore either. They got to the end before he did.
Oh.
George, can you give us a exclusive about the last book?
The
The final book in the saga. I want exclusive.
Give us a little.
well, Winds of Winter is book 6.
But
Okay.
do you have anything mapped out for book 7?
Oh, I got stuff booked out. Let me see what I got on my computer.
I want you to see what's happening right now.
On the movie?
No, do you see what's happening on Viserion's nose?
Ooh.
If that's not worth your charity, I don't know what is. Okay, let's look at those stretch goals.
Let's look at the stretch goals.
All right.
You're so close.
Oh,
So I'll just give you what some of what's already. So Winds of Winter picks up after the last book, and then last one, the final book's going to be A Dream of Spring, and a lot of the stuff you've seen on the show. Daenerys goes crazy, burns down a town. Dragon melts the chair that we've all been in the Iron Throne. People got really mad about it. Started me thinking, oh no, they don't like my ending. So I got to thinking, what if it ended different? Maybe basically she won't burn down the city. And she says it. She says, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Don't be mad. And then in the last book, the dragon won't melt the throne. Basically, all the stuff that people are mad about. I'm really glad the show got there first because everyone was so furious at all my ideas. So I'm going to just write the opposite of it.
You know, George, I just looked up how many pages have been in all the books so far because I figured we might be able to make that a stretch goal.
Yep.
Mhm.
And we've already passed it.
What?
Uh-oh.
4,288 pages for all the books.
Ah, that's a lot.
Now, and George, here's something I did not realize.
All right.
The most recent book came out in July 2011.
Yeah.
George, buddy.
Can I tell you how much I've been enjoying these Arliss streams?
Yeah, tell me.
He's been
Very
watching
much.
every minute of every one.
I wouldn't miss a minute of it. I watched to the beginning to the end. Sometimes I show up early.
What was your
Sometimes he
favorite?
rewatches. He needs to watch them to unwind from
And
a
then
hard day of writing.
And then I've also been, I would watch, I realized I need to watch these episodes first before the live stream.
Yeah.
So that I'm not distracted, so I know what they're talking about.
And then you also got to give him a quick watch again after the live stream.
Yeah. And of course, I've seen them before a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite moments from the streams?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us?
Yeah. I like when you sing songs, like those Broadway shows, because then I think, well, what's that from? And so then I fell down a rabbit hole. I thought, well, I need to rewatch Hairspray.
Oh.
And I thought, well, there's the movie of the musical, then there's the movie the musical was based on. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I should watch all of John Waters' movies. And then some of those have commentary. So then you think, well, this is a good opportunity to take a break from writing.
It's a bummer because you want to write so badly.
Oh, I want to write so badly.
But you have to watch both of those movies. And to be fair, you also need to watch a filmed recording of the Broadway play and also the NBC live musical telecast of Hairspray. You need to be able to compare all four.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the things I was thinking, hold on. One of the things I was thinking, hold on. I hope you don't mind waiting a few minutes for George R.R. Martin.
We'll wait as long as it takes. It's always worth the wait with George R.R. Martin.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you think I should have a podcast called Worth the Wait?
Yeah.
I think It's Always Worth the Wait with George R.R. Martin is a pretty good title for something.
I think so too.
I like the part where he says, you can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you
never will. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, Viserion. Let's do it together.
I think this should be a stretch goal.
Oh, stretch goal? All right.
What's the stretch goal?
That's the
Viserion
stretch
and
goal.
George R.R. Martin sing
No.
You Can't Stop the Beat.
But what's the money amount?
What are we at right now?
7424.
Okay, no wait. Let's do
Should we go higher?
74. No, let's do 742773.
What?
What's that from?
So what I need is a bunch of people, or at least one person, to donate $4. I don't care. I just need you to donate $4.
$4.
$4 is easy. It's like writing your first 4 books in a series. Then it
Very
gets hard. Then it gets hard.
I just need one $4 donation.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
Mm.
I'm not going to check for a little bit. We'll let it go for a minute.
You know, George, I've known you for so long. We go so far back. Of course, you created me.
Of course I did.
It's amazing how much I'm still charmed by you. It's like every time I hear you speak, it's like I'm hearing you for the first time.
Wow. Well,
So fresh, so new.
so fresh. You know, you want to know what's going to happen in the Winds of Winter? These dragons are going to get up to no good. And the White Walkers are going to be causing problems.
What if this is something? What if there's like a thing where the dragon has a condom on his nose? That might get you a couple pages.
Hold on, let me write it.
All right, guys, we got the $4. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
you start.
Hang on. So you're not singing over each other. Why don't you guys each take a verse?
Oh, we're gonna all. Yeah, we're not monsters. We know how it works. You think George R. R. Martin and Viserion don't know from musical theater?
All right,
That's fucking guy's deal.
all right. You want to start, Viserion?
Well, you said this is your favorite part, the opening.
No, I like when you start.
Okay, ready?
Because my favorite thing is to finish things.
Oh, of course.
It's what I'm known for.
Well, but does that mean I don't know the order here? If it, odd or even, if it's gonna end. I'll start. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the season's girl, but you know you never will. George, take it.
And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. Because the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way. Because you can't stop the beat.
Ever since this whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man, and so I'm gonna shake and shimmy it the best that I can today.
Because you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can wander if you want to, but I never ask why. If you try to hold me down, I'm not going to spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat.
You can't stop the river as it rushes to the sea. You can try to stop the hands of time, but you know it just can't be. And if they try to stop us seaweed, I got the NAACP.
Because the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way. Because you can't stop the beat.
Ever since we first saw the light, a man and woman like to shake it on a Saturday night, and so I'm gonna shake and shimmy it with all of my might today. Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise that we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. Cause you can't stop the beat.
You can't stop my happiness, cause I like the way I am. And you just can't stop my knife and fork when I see a Christmas ham. So if you don't like the way I look, well, I just don't give a damn.
Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way. Cause you can't stop the beat.
Ever since this whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. And so I'm going to shake and shimmy it the best that I can today. Because you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you want to, but I never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm going to spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat.
Oh, you can't stop today. No, as it comes racing round the track. Oh, yes, because yesterday is history. Be gone, and it's never coming back. Look ahead, because tomorrow is a brand new day, and it don't know white from black. Yeah!
But the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way, because you can't stop the beat.
Ever since we first saw the light, a man and woman like to shake it on a Saturday night. So I'm gonna shake and shimmy with all of my might today. Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You try to stop the paradise that we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. Cause you can't stop the beat. And now you get to finish it, George.
Ever since we first saw the sign, a man or a woman like to shake it when the day is and we're gonna shake and shimmy it and have some fun today. Because you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise that we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. Because you can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat.
What are we up to? Let's refresh. People are saying Viserion has the same body type as Watto. Hey, I was on a fucking TV show for 8 years. I had to keep in really good shape. We just finally wrapped. I'm pigging out, man. Don't body shame me. Also, Watto's a bad influence. I've been staying with him, and the guy's only got junk food and O'Leary fine wine.
Here's a little something I just came up with. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but
share it.
One of the things that in the show, there's characters who die, and then in the books, sometimes they come back, like Lady Stoneheart. Do you know about that, Patrick?
No.
Patrick, you know about Lady Stoneheart?
I don't know anything about that.
All right. Well, she was Ned Stark's wife. She got killed at the Red Wedding.
Oh,
and then in the book, she comes back as Lady Stoneheart, like a zombie.
Oh, wow.
But in the show, she doesn't. So that's different. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll do more of that.
Yeah.
So here's a little something I've been working on.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
The ghost of Joffrey Baratheon was feeling restless.
Yeah.
Ever since he choked on that poison pie, he'd been floating around, feeling lonely. He liked the days when he got up to mischief, tormenting people. So it occurred to him, why not go back to his hometown, King's Landing, and play tricks on people, mean ones. Because Joffrey had not changed in death. He was as badly behaved as ever. I didn't write most of this. I just started talking after all. All I wrote was the ghost of Joffrey Baratheon is feeling restless. I don't know if that's good. Sometimes I'll just write out. I hope this doesn't make people mad. Sometimes I'll just sit there and say the book out loud, and then I always forget it, and I regret that I didn't type it down, because sometimes I'll write big sections of it.
Yeah. Look, you can't rush art, and if it belonged in the book, you would have written it down.
That's all I'm asking. Don't rush me.
Don't rush him. You're going to take his own time. If you ask me, I mean, you're 9 years later, and how many pages have you written?
Thousands.
I think you're right on track.
Thousands of pages.
Yeah. Patrick, I swear to God,
a lot of it's not
sleep.
Patrick, are we going to get one of your classic naps on camera?
We've heard about these naps, Patrick.
Do you honestly want to know? I'm actually doing work on my phone.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's actually what I'm doing.
Patrick, are you mad at me?
No, I love you, George.
Patrick, are you mad at me?
I barely know you.
I'm a little mad at Viserion.
Why?
I don't know. It's just been a little harsh coming at me, you know?
What's your fucking deal?
He's a dragon. He's a dragon. He's ferocious. He brings
ice fire
for breath.
It just feels like what I imagine it is to be a club comic in the 90s going on WTF all these years later.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. That means so much to me.
That's what it feels like.
Can I confess something?
Oh, please.
Sure, George.
I went back and re-listened to all the WTFs.
George.
He started over from the beginning. He got a Stitcher membership.
I'm on Stitcher Premium.
Okay, George, can I ask you a question then?
Of course.
Who are your guys?
Great question.
Oh, I like Tolkien.
George, don't you think if they had locked the gates at the Red Wedding, none of those people would have died?
Oh, I shit my pants. Pow!
George, I heard that one time Mark Maron was working the door, okay, at the store. And David Waynes came in and said to him, tonight, I'm just going to do a jazz set.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Really?
That's what I can't verify, but that's what I heard.
Oh. Patrick, how come you like the Harry Potter books, right, Patrick?
I don't know if we need to talk about this now, George.
No, I'm just wondering why you don't know anything about Game of Thrones, which is for grown-ups.
I did. Here's what I'll say.
And it's written by a man with zero problematic opinions.
Yeah.
I love the Harry Potter books growing up.
Man alive, the ultimate ally, George R.R. Martin.
All I want is for people to be good to each other.
I loved the Harry Potter books growing up, and the last few months have been a real let's check our priorities and see where we stand with things and how much we actually love those books anymore.
Why? Because you were really upset about production getting stopped on Fantastic Beasts 3?
Yeah, I just want to watch the movie. I love the first two so much.
Yeah, I mean, COVID has taken many victims.
Yeah. But I was not a medieval guy, really.
Well, it's not medieval times.
No, I like medieval times.
No, I mean, the book's set in a fantasy realm. It's not in our timeline.
Well, I like the restaurant medieval times.
Well, then you'd like Game of Thrones.
Guys, look at this. Oh,
what?
Well, Viserion, you're visiting New York. Do you live here?
What, in New York?
Yeah.
I relocated recently. I mean, I was mostly living on, location, nomadic lifestyle while we were filming GOT.
Do you remember going into subway stations?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to bring this up? I'm a dragon. I'm too big to fit on the train. So I go to the stations to feel normal. And I pay my fare, and I stand on the platform, and the trains come, and I can't get on. and they leave, and then I go back above ground. Are you happy?
I am. George, someone was saying if you need another podcast to pass the time, Never Not Funny is great. I think it'll help you pass the time between writing sessions.
Oh, that's on Stitcher Premium.
There's enough episodes that you'll really get into it, George.
I think that thing's got to be on Stitcher Premium.
Yeah.
Never. Hold on. Never.
Not funny.
Yeah, I got it.
Hold on. I'm writing it. I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
So far, I've got never, not, and I was going to write the third word, but I think I'm going to take a little break from writing it down. And I'll finish it later. I'll finish writing down the name of that podcast a little bit later because it kind of took the breath out of me. I'm just a little worn out.
Do you promise you're going to finish?
I promise. Don't worry. I'll finish writing it down. I promise.
We're not trying to rush you, but we want to make sure you get that third word.
Don't rush me. I'll write it when it's written.
We're not.
Can I say an insane fact right now, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
The amount of viewers that we have right now is about the average that we had for most of the R-list streams.
Insane.
Well, I didn't have those. I was one of the viewers, so that means that there are at least 2 extra viewers compared to normal because Viserion and I have been watching it.
It seems like people love George R.R. and Viserion. They want them back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's funny. I feel like, George, you've been talking about wanting to finish these books. You just want to
I want to finish them so bad. I really, Patrick, you have to believe me. I want to finish writing The Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring.
Do you know what I want, Patrick? All characters have a want.
Oh, it's just like in a musical, the I want song is key. It's key.
Do you know what I want, Patrick?
No, tell me, Viserion.
I want the answer to one simple question.
Yeah.
What's your fucking deal?
Oh.
Wait, are you Big J Okerson on CISO, Viserion?
Why?
Because he had a show called What's Your Fucking Deal?
Oh, yeah, of course. I knew that.
Viserion's a member of the Legion of Skanks?
Oh, I love those guys. Skankfest. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was making fun of problematic viewpoints. Unlike Watto, Viserion is clean as a whistle.
When I had CISO, I watched it day and night. I watched everything on it.
Yeah.
And when I got to the end of CISO, I'd watch it again.
You got excited every time you got to the end of CISO because you went, time to go back to the beginning.
Time back to the beginning.
Yeah.
It was a journey. You know, a fun game I like to think is what would the I want songs be in the Game of Thrones books I've already written?
Oh, this is a fun exercise.
Like Jon Snow would say, I want to know who my father is. I want to know who my mother is. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
He wants to know who his parents are. That's a classic want. He thinks his father's dead, but then he turns out it's not true.
Mm-hmm.
People on the West Coast must love this because it's only 11:23.
Oh. Yeah, I love it on the West Coast.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's who we're doing it for.
That's who we're doing it for, the West Coast.
For the West Coast.
George, what did you like? George, what did you like on CISO? What were your favorite shows?
I liked Debate Wars.
Yeah.
I liked what's the one with the therapist?
Shrink.
Shrink.
Tim Baltz.
Yeah.
The great Tim Baltz.
Great Tim Baltz.
Friend of the show.
One of our finest.
Trying to think what else. It's hard to remember the titles because it's been so long. I liked Night Train.
Yeah.
The UCB show.
UCB show, that was fun.
Your buddy George appeared on that. He hosted an episode, did he not?
Hosted an episode. I think you can watch that on Stars with the Stars Now.
Wait, I have the Stars app.
You have it?
Yeah.
That's a stretch goal.
That's a stretch goal. That's a stretch goal if I ever heard one. If Patrick Cotner has the Stars app, that might be a stretch goal.
You might have a stretch goal. $1 Properties. That was another good one.
Oh, great one.
Yeah.
Take My Wife.
Please.
My Brother and Me.
Please.
What else, George?
A lot of the library titles were good. There was a lot of Python.
Love some Python. What about those? Rascally Kids in the Hall.
Bang, 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 bang. Dang, 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 dang. Ba-dum, bow, 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 bow. Ba-dum, bow, 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 bow. Ba-dum, bow, 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 bow. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bang, 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 bow.
George, did you like The State?
Yeah, I like those guys. They're funny.
He watched that entire show 6 times.
It's a short show.
Yeah. I like Wet Hot.
You like the TV shows too?
No, he likes when things are wet and hot.
I like when things are wet and hot. That's you ever have hot honey?
Wait, people are asking George if you can. No, I've never had hot honey. People are asking if you can sing the State theme song, George.
I don't think I can remember that one. How's it go?
Boys and girls, hot stuff, hot stuff. No, 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 no.
What?
Takes me back. What's happening with the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
They're in the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like some potty humor's right around the corner.
Oh, no. Well, if it's well done, I'll laugh.
They've hired a character who is a professional magician, but when I say magician, I mean illusionist. And so this sorcerer, his apprentice, and a stage magician must all work together to defeat the other evil sorcerer.
Oh, Melisandre.
Hello, Dave.
What did you say, Patrick?
Hello, Dave.
What?
What
Hello,
are you doing, Patrick?
Dave.
What the fuck
Hello,
are you saying?
Dave. Someone just said this movie's only halfway over. Guys,
That's accurate. I look at the progress bar. It looks like it's right in the middle.
Listen, George has an entire book to finish, and you don't see him complaining about this live stream. He's taking a very, very overdue break from writing to
Yeah.
watch this.
I'll say this.
Look,
The chat is turning. The chat is turning on George and Viserion.
what are they saying?
A lot of people saying bring back George and Watto.
Impossible. They both gone to sleep.
We're going to sleep. Are you kidding me? They did this all day. I'll tell you this.
They deserve a break.
I don't know when I'm going to finish The Winds of Winter and begin work on A Dream of Spring. But I'll promise you this. I will finish The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Wow.
Having said that, is it okay if we pause this for a little bit?
Pause what?
We pause the movie.
Why would we do that? In all seriousness, why would we do that?
Well, because I'll finish it.
No.
Please. Can we just take a little break from watching the movie, and I promise I'll finish it.
The only way we take a break is if we do not pick up tonight. The next hour.
That's fine. That's fine. I just, like, if we'll take a break, I promise we'll finish it. I promise.
No, we can't do this. For once,
Please,
I'm going to hold your
please.
feet to the flame. We
No,
got to finish
please.
this tonight.
Viserion, here, just hear me out.
What?
Let's say we stop the movie. Take a little break.
No.
And we'll finish it some other time.
No. No.
Please.
No, I can't let you do
I can't finish this.
You know what? You know what?
I can't even finish these graham crackers.
I'm gonna make a statement here.
What?
It might not be popular, but I'm gonna make a statement.
What?
All right.
I agree with them for not letting them make National Treasure 3 after making this movie.
Why?
Because this movie's bad.
Hey,
here. Who's with me in the chat? What's to say if I promise I finish watching it? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will do it. I promise.
George, this is how you want the stream to end
Yes.
after almost 12 hours.
No, we have to finish.
Listen. No, I don't. I'm promising you that I will finish watching this with everyone. I promise.
No. For once, we're gonna finish something tonight.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I won't. I won't. I'm not going to. Not even looking at it.
Hey.
I just need a little break. It's taking a little bit. It'll just take a little bit longer for me to finish than I thought.
George, we have to finish.
But that's not something I do anymore.
You gotta.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Hey, guys. I know this doesn't impact you guys, really.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have a piece of fan art I want to show.
Oh, my God.
It's from the We Are Trash People pod. This is from earlier in the stream.
That's wonderful. Is that Khal Drogo? Khal Drogo?
Where?
That's Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones, Khaleesi's love and husband.
No, that's me, George.
No, that's a direct drawing. That's definitely Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones. Khal Drogo.
Wait a second. I think there's another piece of fan art that's maybe being sent in.
Oh, no.
Where is it?
I don't know. Check your text. Give me a second. I mean, give whoever a second. I hear this is fan art for a new show that the viewers are demanding.
Oh, no.
They're asking for this spin.
Who made this?
I don't know. A fan.
You don't know who made it?
No, why didn't you post it?
Okay. Here we go.
I made it. That's why I went a little quiet for a couple minutes. I was photoshopping. I made it.
That's really good.
It's so original, but it could very quickly become a scum original.
I want to say something.
What?
What do you want to say?
I haven't felt like I've been losing my mind since the Star Wars stream.
Oh.
Until tonight.
Well, but we're helping. What's the total? Or we're helping a lot of people?
Yeah, the total's about where it was. I don't think it's moved.
Really? You don't think we made any more money?
Oh, we have. God damn it.
Refresh.
Wow. Patrick, that's not a good attitude when we're trying to help the mommy.
You're trying to turn away donations.
We work hard for the mommy. Do so hard, burning honey. Do. We work hard for the mommy, so you better treat us right. Do.
What are we at? What are we at?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Viserion gets to drink some wine at almost 3 in the morning.
Viserions doing great. Ah, now that's a fine wine.
Mm-hmm.
What, Patrick? What's your fucking deal? Come on.
Patrick. Are you mad at me now, Patrick?
I'm not mad. I'm just falling apart.
I'm sorry that we're so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but we just started being on the stream not too long ago.
It's a new show for us.
So for us, we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
The mistake, yeah, this is a good point. I believe it's probably Bryson making it. The mistake we made was resetting the stream.
Wow, it's almost like maybe Watto did that because he knew what was to come.
Yeah.
Setting the stage. For George.
How long until we get an R-less chair?
Great. Do you see what's happening on screen, by the way, George? This is the part. An entire feature-length movie was reverse engineered around this one scene.
We're like 1,200 away from getting an R-less chair.
Oh, we can make that easily.
Okay, so everyone tweet at Mark Cuban.
Everybody tweet at Mark Cuban that we just need $4 from Mark Cuban.
Tell him that we're drinking his buddy Kevin O'Leary's fine wine, and he should donate.
I'll say this. You could tweet at Kevin O'Leary too.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother the man. You worked so hard on this wine. Just stretching your legs, George?
Yeah. I've been sitting so long.
Oh. Now this is a good update on the classic Fantasia thing because now he has cleaning products he can use too.
Yes.
Right. And there's also electricity in the building.
Yeah.
So there's a different level of danger.
Should I email Bobby?
Bobby Wolf? Of course.
See if he's around. See if he's around.
He's awake.
Why not?
What do you gotta lose? It's not like you're burning an ass. He's a good friend at this point, is he not?
Yeah.
I heard he sent a very heartfelt email.
He did. He did.
Pretty touching.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Otto told me it made him choke up.
Really? Oh, it's very nice.
Watto's been all over the place emotionally recently.
Yeah.
Unlike
I'm worried about Watto.
Yeah, no, Viserion's steady. Watto, that guy's a loose cannon.
Hey, Watto?
Yeah.
What?
You want me to wake up Watto?
No, Viserion. Well, maybe you should because I have this piece of art.
Oh.
Oh, he'll love that.
Updated.
He'll love that. But I'm going to let him sleep.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is from Kevin Woods.
Okay, wait, so I'm seeing a pudding wig.
That's Carl Drogo. Oh. Classic Lucasfilm.
Kevin Woods, the great Kevin Woods.
Great Kevin Woods.
The garlic knot challenge.
What would he make of us? What would he make of we three?
What will he make of we three?
What would he make of us?
Yeah, Kevin Woods. We need some Viserion and George R.R. Martin art.
Here's what I wonder. Should I tell me this if this is a bad idea? Should I personally draw some graphic novels of the books I already did?
Yes. No, you should do it. I'm saying yes, do it, not yes, it's a bad idea. It sounds like a great idea. People,
Just I've never drawn a lot like that, so it'd be hard, but I think it would take a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You might want to take classes. If I were you, I would enroll in classes.
The last classes I took a Sketch 101 at UCB.
With who?
Who was it?
Brandon Bassam?
No. Eric Tenoy.
Oh, wow.
Tenoy.
Eric Tenoy.
The great.
I took Sketch 101. And then I got up to 301 in improvs. And then I just kept taking 301 because I felt like I was getting hung up on just the basics. And I thought, well, if something's worth doing, it's worth taking your time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing. You believed you could take as many years away as you wanted, and the UCB in New York would still be standing there for you to go back to and finish classes.
Yeah, not true. Sometimes you think you have all the time in the world, and then it slips away from you. Like Ned Stark.
Seems gone. You don't know what you got till it's gone.
They pay Paradise. Guess what they did? They put up a parking lot.
Hey, George, what was that phrase you just said? Just say it again.
They paid Paradise.
No,
Put up
no,
a parking lot.
the phrase before that.
But you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
The spoken
They
word
paid Paradise. They paid Paradise. And they put up a parking lot.
George, you know what? It wasn't worth it. It's
What was it? What I said before that?
Yeah,
Oh, that the time just slips away.
that sounds like the tagline for our friend Mike Royce's show, Men of a Certain Age, currently on HBO Max.
Hey, look, a noteworthy plug, but not worth it. That was real sweaty.
I agree. That's why I didn't want to go back.
You gotta go back. If Lost
Yeah.
is anything, you gotta go back.
Yeah, it's like it's like on Lost when Jack says we've got to go back to the island.
George,
Remember that
that's
scene
what,
where he says, we've gotta go back to the island.
Viserion literally just said that, George.
It's like
Oh,
on
yeah.
Lost.
We had to go back to it. We had
We got to
say,
go back to the island.
Hang on. What's everyone's favorite season of Lost? Let's go around.
I like the Tailies.
Oh, 2.
Season 2.
Viserion.
Viserion was all about Shannon and Boone, so for him it peaked at season 1.
Oh,
Viserion. Every time
I like when they killed off Boone because you're like, oh no.
I'm monolithic like Prince.
No, I know.
Or Stonehenge.
What?
I know.
What's going on?
Viserion. Every time I say your name, my phone
I think it's
picks up.
Viserion.
Gotta admit, that's pretty funny.
Pretty funny. You've got to admit that's pretty funny.
Gotta admit, that's pretty funny.
Don't it always seem to go?
But you
If
don't
you
know.
don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paid Paradise. They put up
Out of a
parking
parking
lot.
lot.
Ooh, bop, 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 bop. Ooh,
Pop, pop.
bop, bop.
People are suggesting more movies to watch after this, and I'm gonna put my foot down and say no.
I don't even think we should finish watching this movie.
Sure.
Please, I'm begging you, don't make me finish a thing.
How long is this movie?
It's too long. We can finish it tomorrow. I promise I'll come back to the StreamYard and finish it tomorrow.
George, we gotta finish it. If we don't finish it tonight, we're never gonna finish it.
Oh, don't say that. I promise I'll finish it.
No, I believe it with everything else you do, but in this case, I do not believe you're going to wake
I
up tomorrow
promise you.
and watch the rest.
Let's hold on. I'll meet you back on this exact stream
No,
first thing in the morning,
no.
and I promise we'll finish it. I'm not lying.
George, I say this with a lot of love. I'm not falling for this one again.
George, the craziest thing about this is for you, it's 11:41 p.m.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no. The Sorcerer's Apprentice has
Oh,
been
no.
possessed by the sneaky magician,
Sneaky magician. Melisandre.
Drake Stone.
Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he?
No one
When
cares.
you're in, there's
You.
a stitch. When you're in an orphanage.
It's a
It's
hard
a
knock.
life.
Someone's asking why we're singing that, and that's a great question from about.
Because I was watching the stream earlier and George and Watto kept singing it. Now I got
It's from
stuck in my head.
It's from like. Do you remember when Jason Weiner was on 6 hours ago?
That's actually kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That actually really puts shit in perspective.
Yeah. I mean, we could be stopping right now if you guys would just agree to my basic terms.
No, absolutely not.
You understand when I say, oh, we'll finish it later, I just am trying to stop,
I know.
right? I can't believe you're making me say it out loud. I'm not going to finish everything.
That's why we need to finish this one thing.
No, you don't ever need to finish anything. That's just a
What?
myth they tell you.
One thing. We just need to finish watching.
You don't even need to finish one thing.
George, if you want to finish, you can. Viserion and I are going to keep watching, though.
What do you mean? That sentence you said made no sense. You said if I want to finish, I can, but you're going to keep watching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your fucking deal, Cotner?
Cotner. Oh, boy. It's hard writing books.
I can only imagine.
It's just
George,
the
can we-
same words over and over, the same letters. You start writing them, and then you just keep writing, and everybody's mad.
We
They already
pitch you
walk-
ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Viserion, do you have any ideas?
Start a little writer's room here.
All right.
Just blue sky. Let's blue sky
Blue
it.
sky it. Okay, it's Winds of Winter.
Okay.
All right.
Who's left? Who's alive?
Lots of people, but not that many. Jon Snow is back from the dead. He's going to come back from the dead. He dies at the end of the last book. I'm going to bring him back, but everybody knows he's coming back. So maybe I shouldn't bring him back.
I say
You
don't
know-
bring him back. Don't bring him back.
I won't. I'll just say, look, he's dead. He's gone.
Instead, he's
And
gone.
guess- You know who people like more than Jon Snow?
Oh.
Olaf.
That guy is popping.
Winter.
Olaf.
All your books are about winter, George.
Put
He's a-
Olaf in the book.
He's a White Walker. And he's made of snow.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's more of a white waddler. That guy's barely got legs. He just sort of goes like
He's funny.
You
Very
should put
funny.
Olaf in these
the
books.
kids love him.
I'll see. Pitch me some more ideas.
What if instead? Okay, where do they live again? What's the name of the place?
Westeros.
Westeros. Now, is that a real place? What's the deal? Are they in an alternate dimension?
Yeah, it's a fantasy realm.
Okay. What if? Hear me out.
7 Kingdoms.
Hear me out. They
Yeah.
open up another realm and they come to our world.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Somebody remember where we parked.
Oh, someone. Hang on. Someone's bringing in a good idea in the chat. Idea: Easteros.
Oh,
Or what about Westworld-os?
Westworld. Well, I could certainly get the HBO. The HBO people did a little Game of Thrones Easter egg in their most recent season.
Oh
Really?
wow, guys! I'm looking at my office right now.
The British one or the American one?
No, where I work normally.
Oh,
Oh, you're saying that right now in this sequence they're driving by where you work.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well,
oh.
sounds like you just doxed yourself.
It's my old office, so I actually lied.
Sounds like you just doxed yourself.
Dockster Octopus.
I believe this scene, when they were filming this scene in Times Square, the stunt driver accidentally drove that car into a Sbarro's pizza location. There were no fatalities, but it was quite a mess. One of the many reasons why this movie was truly cursed.
Yeah. How much money did this movie make, Viserion?
Great question. I think it was 46 domestic, 109 worldwide.
Ooh.
That is me guessing. I looked at it somewhat recently.
And what was the budget?
Hold on. Okay. Box office 63 domestic, worldwide 215. So it did much better overseas. Budget $150 million.
Wow.
And you better believe they spent on marketing this thing. Yeah, this was not a hit. Santa Claus we never see.
Santa Claus. What's that? Who's he?
No one
No one
cares.
cares for you. A stitch
Stitch
when
when you're in
in
and for
fun.
it.
It's a hard knock life.
We should sing. Hang on. Let's do like
Row,
George starts and then it goes to me and then it goes to
row, row.
Viserion.
Should we do row your boat?
Oh, well, but then it gets off.
Let's make it a stretch goal.
That's
Sure.
a stretch goal.
Oh,
That's-
that's a stretch goal.
If you're thinking about singing row, row, row your boat, that's a stretch goal. Let's pull it up. Let's refresh. Let's look at the sheet.
Yeah. Hang on one sec.
We got some stretch goals to hit. You can see how much George is struggling as we get closer and closer to the end of this movie.
Oh, please don't Let's stop 5 minutes before the end.
No. Okay, what's a stretch goal for 7,600?
Let's get us to 7,550. Let's at least get us to that.
What about 7,555?
Sure. Get us to 7,500. I'll rest fives.
I can't believe how far we are from the R list chair.
I know. Still over $1,000 away.
Because it really would be something if there was a chair that said Arliss Michaels.
I know. My name is Arliss Michaels.
And these are my chairs.
These are my chairs.
What do we
How
think?
much did they say whether you would be okay to put a button on the back of the chair that when you pressed it, it would say, my name is Arliss Michaels, and this is my chair.
We'd have to pay music song rights, though.
For what?
Never gonna let you
No,
know.
it's just, we just get a clean recording. A clean recording of Bobby saying line.
No.
Oh my god. I want
Can
to say
we get a
this.
clean
Guess who's
recording?
back? Guess who's back?
Oh my God. Dan Hernandez.
Dan Hernandez is back in the chat.
Let's get him on the stream.
Let's get him on the stream.
Let's
Get
get
him on
him.
the stream. I'd love to get him on the stream.
If Dan Hernandez wants to come on the stream,
Man, if you want to come to talk to someone else who's written for television,
Yeah.
check his DMs on Twitter if he wants to. I don't know if
Never
he
met.
wants
Big
to.
fan of his work. Would love to talk to him.
would love to talk. I would just love to talk to him. I don't know if he's a fan of Game of Thrones. I'd love to get a chance to talk to him.
If he wants to
A
come back
fellow
on.
writer, if he wants to come back on.
So how many
Absolutely
hours has it
welcome.
been since Dan was on
It's
this
been
live
like
stream?
been a lot.
9
It's
hours.
been
It's been
9
like
hours.
9 hours.
9
And-
hours.
Does time fly? Or do I fly?
They fly now?
They fly now.
They fly now.
That's a good joke.
That's
Yeah,
a
we
great
nailed
joke.
it. We nailed it. See, why would you want to end this live stream? We're
Why would
finally
you-
starting to build some three-person chemistry.
I don't want to end the live stream. I want to stop watching the movie.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Connor.
Oh,
If we stop the movie, the live stream is over, George.
all right. We'll just finish it tomorrow or whenever.
It must be nice for you, Patrick, that George and George share the same name. It makes you no
so-
risk of slipping up.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
Dan Hernandez says he's going to put on a shirt, and then I assume come in the chat.
Fucking
Stretch,
rules.
stretch goal. Put on a shirt.
Oh, he
Sure.
says, here I come.
Oh, well, very excited.
Can't wait to see this shirt.
This better be a
I
good
wonder
shirt.
what shirt. What do we think the shirt's going to be like? Do we think the shirt will say anything?
Oh boy.
I think it'll be a blue shirt.
I
Ooh,
know. I think
I'm going to say it's a red shirt.
it's gonna be a graphic tee, and it's gonna have text and an illustration on it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say it's a red shirt, no graphics.
He said, Dan, you said, here I come. You said, I'm going to get a shirt.
Okay,
Yeah, but
sometimes
that's-
Patrick, sometimes things take longer than we say they're going to take. Give the
Okay.
guy a break. He's trying his best.
He's doing great.
Yeah,
I
we're all
don't care if it takes him all night to get on the stream.
And that's a stretch goal.
And
that's
that's
a stretch goal. If I ever heard one, that's a stretch.
That's a stretch goal.
a stretch goal.
And actually, that's a stretch.
That's a stretch goal now?
They stretch goal now.
A stretch goal now.
It's a stretch goal now.
They stretch.
They stretch goal now?
It's a stretch goal now. Is Hernandez going to be the shot in the arm that we need?
Oh, it's gonna be such a treat to see him here.
It's
It'd be
gonna
great
be,
to get-
it's gonna be a treat to see anyone because we haven't seen anyone in 5 hours.
Speak for
That's not
yourself.
true. We've seen the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Balthazar Blake.
Wait, how long have we been on the stream?
National Treasure started almost 4 hours ago.
Right.
Yeah, but,
But
we weren't.
But we
watching.
were on for that.
You've been
Yeah,
on
we're-
you've been on for like 2 hours.
Shot in the
Dan does
arm.
have the new link.
We're
Dan does
coming
have
in
the
with
new link.
I think we've been on not quite 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, you've been on like an hour and a half ish.
And our deal was only for an hour.
Oh, I'm aware.
You're lucky that you got us for this long.
You're a lucky duck.
I'm very aware.
Hey, Patrick,
Yeah.
will you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up, George?
Will you make a quack quack noise?
Quack, quack.
That sounds like a lucky duck.
You sound like a look.
Oh no! Someone is saying the next movie Tosaab directed after this was Las Vegas. Strange goal to watch Las Vegas. We're not watching another movie tonight.
Can we watch part of it?
No,
We can finish it later.
no.
We don't have to finish. Just let him.
Just watch a little bit of it.
Just let him start it.
Can we just start it? We'll finish it tomorrow.
We're not going to.
Or okay, then the next day. What's the difference?
What do you care? Even if it takes him 9 years to finish, that's fine. He works on his own pace.
Yeah, I'll finish watching it when I'm done watching it.
Pretty funny, Patrick. Pretty funny.
They stretch goal now?
They stretch goal now.
They stretch goal now.
I promise you this. When we get to 5 minutes from the end of the movie, I'm going to quietly press pause and pretend to keep watching it.
Dan, you gotta come in, buddy. I DM'd you the link. I know you say you're standing by. It's on your Twitter. Go check your Twitter DMs. You have the link.
Patrick, how can you talk to Dan that way?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Buddy. I called him buddy.
I know. I wasn't. It's your tone. It's a question of tone.
It's a question of
I'm
time.
like Ramsey Bolton.
Okay, I'm gonna bring him in.
And that's a stretch goal.
Okay, I'm gonna bring him in.
And that's a stretch
Dan, I'm so happy to meet you, Dan.
George,
So nice to meet you.
I have been such a huge fan for so many years.
Oh, that means a lot.
Hi, Dan. It's good to see you. I saw you like 9 hours ago. I saw you like 9 hours ago.
I'm just so blown away by the. I'm getting some feedback. What's
I believe. Do you have the stream still open that you were watching on?
Oh, I think
Yeah, you gotta close
I
that.
I do.
By the way, I'm Viserion, the Ice Dragon.
Viserion, I respect your work,
Thank
but it was hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine. Look, all I'm looking for is respect.
I just am so impressed that well, for you, Patrick, your transition from two really temperamental sort of mercurial talents like George Lucas, like Watto,
Yeah.
to the world of Planetos, if you will. The George, it's just so good to see you. I think about you a lot, and I'm just happy to see that you're doing well with COVID. I'm glad that you're thriving.
Writing every day.
Writing every day.
I mean, not much today. I was watching the 1600 Penn all day.
He took a break. He took a
little break. I took a little break, a much-deserved break from writing The Winds of Winter to watch, because I've been watching these streams on Sunday.
Just as like a weekly break.
Just to take a little break, because you know how it is, Dan. When you start writing something, you need a little break.
Yeah,
I think that for me, and I think that you may feel the same, is I like to write one chapter and then take an 8 to 11 year break.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea how much George agrees with you.
Oh.
Hey, George, someone in the chat is saying they really enjoyed meeting you at the Leonard Maltin Film Festival. They sat behind you, and you broke a chair almost falling on this guy's foot.
Yeah.
Classic George.
Yeah. That gave me an idea for how we should break the chair, break the Iron Throne at the end of the Dream of Spring.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
I don't know how I'm going to write it. Maybe I won't break the chair. But that, as of now, in the TV show, the dragon melts it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the book, they're going to take it to a film festival, and someone's going to sit on it. The chair just breaks, hurt someone's foot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about subverting expectation.
Well, you have to. You're telling your stories, and you write them, and the stories they come to you, and they take a long time to unpack. How long did it take you to write the 13 episodes of 1600 Penn? How long was the writing process for that?
The writing process of that was from June to November of
Wow.
2012. Yeah.
Did you ever ask for an extension? Did you ever say to them, like, we're not done yet, we need another week?
Well, what I requested was to set in motion several complex subplots. And really, I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know what they meant. They were provocative. They were difficult. They were challenging in some cases. And my hope was in a decade or so to pay them off. But obviously they didn't believe in that kind of radical long form storytelling. And that's a network TV thing. I don't have to tell you, you got out of the TV business exactly for that reason.
Right. I can't write any more Beauty and the Beast.
That's it.
He's done.
Done. I'm out.
And that's, Game of Thrones to me is a TV writer making a desperate call for help. That is an undercurrent that I don't think enough people really give you credit for taking, for going into this other field, succeeding at the highest level, and then saying, this is restrictive. It's too restrictive.
Right.
And Viserion, you did the same thing. And that's why I think you guys make a great team. I think that's why you guys are a great creative partnership.
Thank you.
And if we never get the book, to me, that is my personal satisfaction, sacrifice on the altar of your artistic purity, and I can make that trade.
I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. I promise.
He's working so hard on it.
I might finish it tomorrow. I might finish it tomorrow.
He's burning the midnight oil. I'm surprised he even still has flesh at the tips of those fingers because he's been working up to the bone.
Maybe you finish it next week.
I hope so, but not on my account. That's what I'm trying. I'm just telling you.
Right.
Like,
he's on his own schedule.
Yeah.
On your schedule.
Do you want to read? Do you want to read something you wrote to Dan, George?
Right. Well, I have to admit something. That thing I read to you earlier, and this is true, I accidentally deleted it.
Oh no!
I hit the wrong button.
Oh my gosh!
I have something older. All right. The White Walkers were nasty. They went wherever they wanted, and they did whatever they wanted. No one told them what to do. If the White Walker wanted to do something, and it took a little longer than anyone expected, there wasn't anybody who was going to tell the White Walkers, you'd better get to this village and kill everyone next week. They could do it the week after. They could do it 6 months later. They could do it 9 years later. No one tells the White Walkers what to do. They worked on their own schedule, and it's finished when it's finished, okay? Okay?
Wow. Wow, George.
That's from the Winds of Winter. My next book. Well, not my next book. That's my next book in the Song of Ice and Fire. I've got a couple other books I want to write before then. I actually was thinking about maybe writing a 1600 Penn book after watching those episodes. Maybe I'll write I don't know what the legal ramifications of that, but like if I wanted to write a 1600 Penn novel,
expanded universe,
who would I talk to? Who would I talk to about that?
I guess these days it would be Bob Iger.
All right.
Straight to the top. Why start at some kind of middleman? And hearing that passage, it did remind me why they call you the American Tolkien. Why that honorific is appropriate. And it just further confirmed my belief that The Winds of Winter is going to be, which is coming out as soon as tomorrow, an incredible novel that was worth waiting for.
And the thing is, I'll talk to Bob Iger, let's say in the next 2 weeks. I'll try to set up a meeting. And I'll say to him, Bob, I want to write a 1600 Penn novel. And he might say to me, we will not authorize this. In which case, I'll just do it for fun, and no one
Guys,
will read it.
George, can I break some genuine news on this stream?
Sure. Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Why'd you say that as if it was going to be fun?
It
Yeah.
wasn't fun. I never said it was going to be fun. This is
What's your
genuine
fucking
news.
deal? This is bad news, and you
I
present
thought it
it.
was going to be good news based on your tone.
No.
There's
I'm
a
going
blitheness to it.
You know that we talked about how Tarantino was watching 1600 Penn while he wrote The Hateful Eight,
It's true.
and now a mere 12 hours later, you bring us down. We trying so hard to keep this positive, and now you've really soured the stream.
You set that up with pure Krasinski energy. I was ready for
I was
something
ready
new,
for good news.
and that's some of the worst news I've heard.
Oh,
It is chilling that we were just talking about.
Hateful Eight a mere 13 hours ago,
13 hours ago.
and now I'm worried that this stream is now no longer perfect.
No,
Yeah.
we might have to start over
Should we start over?
the stream.
Let's finish. Let's pause the Sorcerer's
No.
Apprentice.
No.
Out of
George,
respect.
no.
Out of respect.
No, George,
Out of
no.
respect.
No,
Let's
George.
pause it out
We
of
are
respect.
finishing it. I think we have like
I
14
can't.
minutes left.
I can't finish this. I'm too upset.
George, you have to finish it.
You are the one who made me upset. I was happy to finish this. Let's pause the
No,
Sorcerer's Apprentice out of respect, and then we'll finish it tomorrow.
George.
Please.
No.
I want to finish it some other time.
Patrick, this is his process.
It's my process. It's how I work.
It's how he works.
Viserion and I have said if George wants to stop, he can stop. But Viserion and I are finishing this movie.
Yeah, but this is before you came in as Bizarro Krasinski with some bad news.
Yeah,
It
Patrick.
is true that the death it will now be forever associated with just how happy Patrick was.
That's
You
what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure everyone remembered where they were when they found out.
It was actually a little suspicious how happy you were to deliver that news.
Yeah.
No,
I wanted to hear some any yes, and you gave us some any
I'll
no.
say that. Hang on. I want to say this. George, you and I didn't talk about this, but I think one of your friends and I might have.
What?
We talked about doing a live stream where. Can I talk about this? Do you remember? Have you?
I don't know why you would. This is going to make no sense. I don't even know what you're talking about.
One of George's friends and I talked about doing a live stream one time where it was a fundraiser that we would only live stream until someone famous passed away. We would keep the live stream going until someone famous passed away.
You should have retroactively made it this one.
We should have made this one, so we could have stopped.
Yeah, I'll
That
say
was a
be
stretch
careful.
goal. That was a super stretch goal.
Be careful what you and your morbid friend wish for.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Let's see where we're at. We're at 754773.
Wow.
What can push us over the edge to 7-6? It feels like that should be our final goal.
Or at least 755555. That's what we wanted to get.
75555.
I still think we should try to get to 8,700 to get that fourth chair at Momi.
The chair that would say Artless Michaels.
Wait, George reinflating the BB-8 is all the way up in the.
That's 8888. We would
Oh,
get.
888.
Wait, what would I do?
Reinflate. You
Oh.
would inflate.
I've never done that. I've seen it happen on the stream.
It's a shame, Dan, to end the live stream so prematurely when we have so much space to go.
There's so many good things still to.
I know.
'Cause this will be my first chance to deflate the BB-8.
We should
that's
tell-
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, George, I have a question.
Mhm.
I was talking to another famous George earlier, George Lucas.
Yeah, I was here for
Yeah,
that.
I'm staying at his place.
Oh well, so you guys are intimate in sort of
Storytellers.
intellectually, but
Storytellers.
my question is this:
Mhm.
Do you agree with the way that he built out his universe? Do you think that a Game of Thrones cinematic universe would be built in a similar way, or is there a different approach that you might take than your friend George Lucas?
Thoughtful question.
Yeah, we are. I'm building out the world. We've got the Dunk and Egg stories. We've got the
Mhm.
Book of maps. You know, you build out the world, different kinds of creatures. You write the history of it. Obviously, Star Wars is more for children, and Song of Ice and Fire is more targeted at adults. It's more about the way the world. It's a darker view of the world, whereas I think Star Wars is ultimately optimistic, and I think that Song of Ice and Fire, in many ways, is ultimately pessimistic. But obviously, I'm not opposed to expanding and going into little nooks and crannies and creating the world and the languages and the culture.
I think it's really fascinating, and frankly, I think it's what the fans want.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it takes a few generations, I think that's okay.
Right.
If you light a long fuse for my grandchild, then he's all the better for him.
I mean, I would love. Do you have a grandchild already?
Not yet. I'm hopeful.
I would love nothing more. I would like nothing more than for your grandchild, when they become an adult, maybe when they're a teenager and they start to read more adult fare, for them to walk into a bookstore on the day that The Winds of Winter is released and say, I would like one copy of your latest Song of Ice and Fire book.
One hollow copy, please.
One hollow copy.
Yeah.
Let's just say on screen right now in The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Jay Baruchel, the titular apprentice himself, just killed Morgana Le Fay, enchantress from Arthurian legend, who it turns out is the uber villain in the film. And Monica Bellucci is crying over the dead body of her former lover, sorceress Balthazar Blake.
I'm not going to lie, a lot of this is what I had already written for Winds of Winter. And it's really upsetting to me because I'm going to have to go back. And so much of it, it's just parallel thinking. I left it too long. When did this movie come out?
2010.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on me then. Maybe I saw this.
Yeah.
George, this week is the 10th anniversary for this movie.
There's a chance I saw this and I just forgot and thought I was writing it. And now I've written more than half of the book. I know I wrote a scene where there were brooms.
Right.
And we had Tyrion Lannister trying to kill these brooms, and the more he chops them up, the more brooms. They just keep making more brooms. And I thought, well, this is something I haven't seen before, but apparently I have.
But don't you think that ideas can be in the zeitgeist?
I could be that. I'm still gonna rewrite it. I want to go back.
Yeah, Dan, it's very true. There can be ideas that are just in the zeitgeist, but also it's worth noting that this movie came out a year before George even started writing that book.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have seen this. I don't think I finished it. I haven't seen this part.
Now I think we have 7 minutes left in this movie. Is that right, Watto?
Sounds about right.
You
want me to wake Watto up and ask him?
Oh, Viserion, I'm sorry.
Oh, Patrick, what show are you even producing?
I don't know anymore.
So disrespectful. What
No
a
disrespect.
I don't know anymore.
Talk about a twist ending.
I know.
Patrick's.
Wait, we can ask Dan about the little twist.
Yeah.
You guys watched 1600 Penn earlier?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Dan, there's a little twist in the finale.
There is a twist in the finale.
There's a twist.
There is a twist in the finale, and much debated, much discussed, controversially splitting the writers' room.
What side were you on? What side of the split were you on, Dan? Be honest.
If I recall correctly, I was on the side of DB being the father.
That's the Robbie Amell character.
The Robbie Amell character.
Yeah.
And
why? Explain your thought process.
Well, I don't think it is an insult to Andre Andre has gone on to an absolutely incredible, dramatic, amazing career.
One of our finest.
I mean, he's a fantastic actor and a great person.
High flying bird.
However, I felt that the chemistry between the Becca and the DB characters was, and George, you can relate to this.
Absolutely.
I felt it was the foundation was there for a long-term storytelling
Mm-hmm.
in a way that I did not feel the same way about Andre's character being the father of the
So
baby.
for you, it was a long-term play. You were saying, I like these two characters together. Let's let them have a baby together so we can really hone in on that.
That it was a purely, sort of story engine driven decision on my part, which is not to say that it couldn't have been the other way around, but my sense was that the Penn heads would be on the side of Robbie Amell.
Yeah.
As a lovable, incredibly good-looking. Not that Andre is not these things, but the DB character had a sort of lightness to him that I think offset the other character in a way.
Now,
But
I took a third route when I watched it, because there's the shot where Skip holds up the shirt that says "Dad," and I thought, oh my goodness, it's incest.
Mm-hmm. George, you would have loved that, George.
I did. I thought they put it in the. That's a twist.
if NBC were less cowardly, I think that is something that we.
That's more of a home box office move.
Listen,
I've had this argument with George. I said, if I'd been writing Star Wars, Luke and Leia would have done a lot more than just smooch.
Sure.
And now, Dan, also, you did say when you talked to us almost half a day ago that there would be some foreshadowing with those gourds that would pay off in the finale. And when we talked to Jason Weiner during the finale, he agreed, and he actually told us what that foreshadowing was.
Can I say it now?
Yeah, you can say it.
It was, of course, foreshadowing her pregnancy.
Yeah, that's right.
Wild.
In an allegorical Renaissance kind of, I'm carrying a pineapple to illustrate my wealth kind of way. It was, the signs are all there. It's obvious. And when you see where it's going, you see the kind of intricate storytelling that we were doing on that show. And perhaps we were punished for it. Perhaps that's why we had to die, so that other less radical shows, less avant-garde shows could continue.
Too complex.
Yeah. 1600 Penn was Ned Stark heading to King's Landing, not realizing that he was going to have his head chopped off.
Yeah.
And the audience, and this is a credit to you, George, not as an audience, as a reader, not realizing that's what I needed to have happen.
That's right.
That's what I wanted to have happen.
Right.
No.
What's the term? Surprising yet inevitable, right? The storytelling principle. You want to give the audience something that feels surprising, but if you look back on it, it was inevitable. That's
why I think that Skip being the father, all the signs are there. This guy is constantly making the wrong decision. He means well, but he's constantly goofing up. He's constantly doing one thing, and then the outcome is another.
I mean, I think that all of the signs were there. I think that we had
the option. You had the runway.
You shot it both ways, right?
You shot it that way, right?
They
shot both. Yeah.
And America chickened out. What else can I say? I know it was just the 4th of July, but part of loving this country is being critical of it, and quite frankly, they rejected it, and to their detriment, perhaps.
One of the many reasons to cancel America. # America is over party.
I paused the movie.
The movie's done, George.
I paused. I didn't finish the credits.
George, come on. Just make it through the end credits.
I'll watch them tomorrow. I'll finish them tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
Fine? Thank you, editor of mine.
George, how do you want to wrap up this stream that's been going over 12 hours and 20 minutes? 12 hours, 20 minutes.
That should be easy for you. I heard you did 30 hours once.
Yeah, that's true.
How do I want to finish the live stream?
Yeah.
Come on, you love ending things.
You love ending things, George. This is up to you.
Oh, no. I don't know. Well, there's a lot of different ways we can end it.
Okay, let's talk.
Let's
through
pick
some of
one. Let's pick one.
Well, there's one way where all of us die.
Yeah.
it.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think we should do that one.
No, probably not.
No.
There's another one where we make so many more donations that we get the R-list chair.
We did get to 75555.
We think it's 7-5.
But
Should we have George Lucas end the stream?
He's
He's
sleeping.
asleep. He's
He's
asleep.
asleep. Can you
Not gonna go wake him
You
up.
can't wake him up.
Watto's
Yeah.
Look, we can think of a way to finish this.
Yeah, those
Or-
guys were live streaming for 10 hours. They deserve some sleep, unlike us, two spring
Right.
chickens just getting started.
Yeah. How do you finish?
Oh,
this
there's a
stream?
little credit cookie. Wait a second. At the end credits, we're back in Balthazar Blake's shop. There's a glass case. It has a very famous, familiar-looking sorcerer's hat. It looks like the one that Mickey wore in Fantasia. And now there's a fancier hat on a table, and a hand comes and it pulls it off, and it walks away, and it's the villain, played by Alfred Molina. He lives. And now we're seeing the Jerry Bruckheimer Productions logo. Anyway, go on, George. Oh,
George.
Oh,
no, he
Maybe
got scared. He didn't want to end the
you
live.
want to end it?
I get it. Wow. All right. Well, I'll take him off. If he's not here, I don't want to have him on, you know?
You don't understand, Dan. It took so much effort to get him to finish the movie. And I know he'll say, oh, I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the credits. We try to use, be kind with him and gentle with him. But for once, we use tough love. And we just have to say, George, you got to make it to the end of this fucking narrative.
Yeah.
In some ways, Viserion, I feel like you're an emotional support dragon.
I really tried.
And I will say something that I myself learned in therapy is that sometimes the caretakers need care themselves.
Hey, I get that, man. I get that.
Dan, thank you so much for saying that. Patrick doesn't understand it. I've been trying to explain this to him for hours, and he doesn't get it. I cannot figure out what this guy's fucking deal is.
It's hard to train yourself to say, hey, it's George Lucas.
George Lucas.
I'm George Lucas, creator of Star Wars.
Oh
Hey,
my-
George. Good to see you. I thought you went to sleep.
I did for a while, for hours. I was been asleep for hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
George,
What are you still doing on the stream?
We
George,
need
nice
wrap
to
this-
meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of yours, and a mutual friend, George R.R. Martin, created me. I'm Viserion.
I helped direct one of the episodes in the final.
Of course.
Viserion,
Footage of
Viserion,
you. Yeah, we didn't work directly.
Viserion, I feel like it would be weird not to end the stream with Watto.
Watto is fast asleep.
Can you just go wake him up, please, for us?
I can do.
I
It sounds
thought-
like you're trying to stretch out the live stream.
All right, Viserion, go get Watto. I'll pull you off the stream while you go find him. Make sure he has his condom on his nose, though.
I was just getting something to drink, and George came in and said he didn't want to finish the live stream, but he said if he wanted to keep it going, he would finish it tomorrow.
I'm glad you're back, George, because we really need to finish.
Really?
Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning,
And
George.
George has renewed energy.
Oh, it's not that late here. It's still
It's like
early.
12:20. I know.
Yeah,
I get
I
it.
know.
West
Yeah.
Coast is best coast, you know?
Right. Dan, it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, George. I really, I think you guys really started to peel away at the onion that was 1,600 pound.
Yeah.
And
There's still more layers. I think when we revisit it, there are more
Yeah,
layers.
I'm impressed every time with the keenness of your vision.
Thank you.
That directorial, just honing in on what's important, letting go of the extraneous, the sort of the wizardry, the tricks that we
Right.
have, and just
Who is this about? What is the story we're telling? It's about family. It's about leadership.
Mhm.
It's about love. And that's every story at its core is about love.
and it's just to see the way that your mind operates is, for me, very inspiring, and it makes me apply a rigor to my own process that I really should carry with me all the time. So I really have to thank you guys for spotlighting.
Dan, have you seen Strange Magic, Dan?
I have not. Which is
It's the last movie that I was directly involved in. It's a CGI animated musical about fairies who live in the woods.
Mm.
And the message of that movie is that everyone deserves to be loved.
Mm.
You should check it out. I think you might dig it.
I dig everything you've done, everything you touch.
Thank you.
You know, if we could just get detours, that would be the final.
That's the goal.
The cherry on top of the whole.
I think it's going to happen. I think it might happen soon.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Detours and The Winds of Winter came out the same day?
Oh, Winds of Winter is never coming out.
Oh, but that's what George Martin just said it might.
Look, he's never finishing that book. I promise you.
Watto.
Watto. Oh no, Watto. What happened to the drawings on your face?
You guys are still fucking streaming?
I just got up to get something to drink and they were wrapping up, I guess.
Are you kidding me? I went to sleep. I washed my face.
I did too.
I put on a screen-worn Snuggie from 1600 Penn. I've been fast asleep.
Wow.
I can't believe this. What the fuck have you guys been doing? Why didn't you end the stream?
Patrick, what's the total? Where did we arrive at?
We are at 755555555.
Oh man, we gotta get to 8. Let's add some new stretch goals.
No.
What are some stretch goals?
Guys, we are ending the stream right now.
All right. Santa Claus, we never see.
Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he?
You woke me up just to end the live stream. This is abusive. What's
No
your
one
fucking
cares for
deal,
you,
Patrick?
Stitch.
When you're in an
Orphanage.
it's a hard
Hard knock life.